Next, I want to talk about graduating. So most of you guys, or hopefully all of you guys, want to graduate in 4 years. And in order to graduate in 4 years, you need to be on top of your stuff from the very beginning. So you guys need to see a counselor every semester so you know what classes to take. If you are a business student, go to the Jack Holland Success Center, which is like on the ground floor. I want to say room 5, room 1, one of those. I'll link it in the description bar down below, but please go see a counselor so you know what classes to take and so you're not taking classes that you don't need to take, because that definitely happened to me and that's why I ended up being here an extra year. So please, please, please make sure you are on top of your stuff when it's time to register for your classes. Also, if you're an undeclared student and you don't know where to go for advising, go to the CASA Student Success Center, which is in McQuarrie Hall, room 533, I believe. I'll link that in the description bar down below as well. It'll help you if you want to change majors or if you just need to figure out what classes that you need to take. Next, I want to talk about mental health. Mental health is a very, very big thing that I think comes into play once you start college. I didn't realize it, but I actually have had anxiety since my senior year of high school and I just never knew what it was. And it got really bad my freshman and my junior year of college. Both times I was terrified to go to class. There was no reasoning behind it, and that's kind of why anxiety is a mental health issue. Yeah, so I didn't have any reasoning as to why I was scared to go to class. It wasn't like I had a test or anything like that. It was literally I was just going to sit in class because it was lecture, and I would just be terrified. I'd break out in the sweats and just like was freaking out about having to just go to class. So there are counselors that you can talk to in the health center. I'll link that in the description bar down below as well. You can go and talk to them. I think you get like maybe 5 to 9 sessions for free. But definitely please take advantage of that if that is something that affects you. You definitely need to be in tune with your body. When something's out of whack, you should know and figure out how you can go about helping yourself, because college can be tough, and having mental health issues on top of having a full class schedule definitely can take a toll on your body and your mind. So please, if you need to go to the health center, don't be afraid to. I've definitely gone before, so there's no reason to worry about it. Everyone needs help every once in a while. Next, I want to talk about failing classes. I failed a class I want to say junior year, maybe sophomore year, around there. It was my Math 71 class, which is business calc. Rest in peace to anybody who has to take it, because that class is hard. But I definitely failed a class, and I remember calling my parents crying, saying, oh my God, like, I'm failing this class, like, there's nothing I can do about it. And it's not the end of the world, but you definitely feel awful when it happens, but you learn from it and you just end up having to take the class again. It does kind of put you back, not maybe a semester, just depending on how many units you're willing to take, but it's not the end of the world. You just learn from it and tell yourself, okay, I'm not going to do that again, and you find tutoring places to help you out. So there are a few options. I used to work at Peer Connections. That's definitely a really good place for tutoring. All these places that I'm listing are free. You pay for them in your student fees. So definitely check them out if you are struggling in any of your classes. The next one is COSAC, which is in Duncan Hall. I'll list the room down below. And they're mainly to help with STEM classes, so your bio, your chemistry, your math, your engineering classes. And then also there's the Jack Holland Student Success Center, which is mainly for business students and business classes. So when you guys get up into your upper divisions, a lot of people struggle with business 190, business 170. Also, they help with business 20 and business 21. So basically those are just like your basic math classes that you have to take. So your accounting, your finance, your 190, I forgot what the name of it was, but yeah, all those classes. So I'll link those all down in the description bar below, just in case you guys need help with any of that. Don't be ashamed to go get help, because no one wants to be here longer than they need to be. And honestly, if you repeat a class, you feel awful because now you're paying again to take a class that you should have just passed the first time. So definitely go and check out those places, see if you can't get some help from them. Those places are all very, very nice, and they're trying to do their best to make sure that you can successfully pass your classes. And a lot of times the tutors are actually students, so they've probably taken the class before, so they definitely can kind of relate to you a little more than normal tutors would. The next tip I want to talk about is actually a housing option for you guys. So this is for people who kind of want to transition into living off campus. It's a place called 27 North. It's on 6th Street across from City Hall. This place is really good because it's still for students only, and it basically kind of starts you on the track to what it would be like to live completely off campus. So at 27 North, you have to pay your rent every month. Your Wi-Fi and everything is included into your rent, so you don't have to do that, but you do have to take care of your PG&E. So you have to, learn how to set up PG&E and everything like that. And then also you have in-unit washers and dryers, so every apartment has its own washer and dryer. I would highly recommend them to students who, want to live off campus, or at least start to. Another big one is avoid Friday classes. Avoid them like the plague. Do not take them if you don't need to. Trust me when I say that, especially if you're living on campus. I know a lot of the frat parties and everything like that are on Thursdays, so yeah, don't play yourself. Don't take a Friday class unless it's absolutely a last resort. Another one is developing healthy habits. So I know freshman year especially, it's very hard to eat healthy, but whenever possible, definitely try and eat some fruit, some vegetables. I know my freshman year I did not, but I'm also a very picky eater, so it's a little bit harder for me. Also, I have terrible food allergies, so definitely just try to keep that in mind, because over time you're not going to have as much time to be going to the gym, and it's just easier on your body to eat healthy. It gives you way more energy, so you're not sleeping in the middle of the day like I do now, because I did not develop good eating habits and I'm still trying to break myself of them. Also, another big one is starting to save money. If you guys have a job, definitely try and put away like a portion of your paycheck. I want to say anywhere from $50 to like 1/3 of your paycheck, depending on how much of your paycheck that you actually use. And that kind of goes in with budgeting. If you can sit down and budget your money, so it's like I have this much money to spend on food, this much money to spend on going out, and then I'll save this part of my check, and that's just for emergency cases, so you're not calling your parents asking them for money, and you can just take care of whatever the emergency may be by yourself. And it's also just a good habit to start now, so that once you are out in the real world, you do have that skill of being able to budget and save money, because times are going to get tough if they aren't already. Next is to find a mentor. Find someone who you look up to. It could be someone who's a grade above you, or your boss, or anything like that, but just someone who can kind of keep you on the right path, who isn't a parent, just for the simple fact that honestly at this point in time you guys are probably tired of listening to your parents. So definitely finding a mentor, someone who will be more of a friend, but someone who will also guide you in the right directions to make sure that you have everything you need in college, and also are looking out for you. If they see any opportunities, they will definitely send them your way and try and help you as much as they possibly can. I would definitely be willing to mentor any of you guys if you want. I'll link my LinkedIn and my Instagram and everything. Follow me, shoot me a message on any of those, and yeah, we can definitely talk and I can help you guys out with any questions that you guys may have. But yeah, a mentor will definitely help you in the long run, just to kind of make sure that you're on track graduating in 4 years and that you don't end up slacking off. And they can also kind of tell when you need like a pick-me-up, that maybe your friends didn't notice that you've been kind of slacking lately, or that you just kind of, maybe you just need a break and you need a day to just relax and go to the beach or just have some fun, just anything like that. So this next one's gonna be a hard one for you guys to hear because I definitely struggled with this, but sleep is your best friend. As a freshman, I definitely did not sleep a lot. On average, probably 5 to 7 hours my freshman year. I remember sometimes I would stay up till 5 and have to be in class by like 7 or 9, but sleep will definitely become your best friend by your sophomore year. You won't be staying up nearly as much as you do now. And also, if you guys are pulling more than 4 all-nighters before finals hit, then you're doing something wrong. Time management is something that becomes very key when you are in college, and there's just no reason for you to be pulling all-nighters. You guys are freshmen, that just comes from a lack of buckling down and doing your homework. So if you need help with time management, definitely go to Peer Connections and they can help you. They have workshops on time management for you guys. So yeah, definitely look into that if you are noticing that you're not getting nearly as much sleep as you should be because you think you have too much homework. Because it also could be that you have too many units. That could be another option too. And lastly, is to have fun. Freshman year was probably one of my favorite years because there is so much freedom, just for the simple fact that you don't have that many worries yet. You don't have that many expenses as well, so this is the time to go on as many adventures, hikes. One of my favorite things to do was always to go to the beach as much as possible, whether it was to take the 17 bus to get to Santa Cruz, or luckily I had friends who all could drive, so we would all just like get into everybody's car and it'd be like 12 in the morning and we'd go to the beach and stay until like 6 or 7, watch the sunrise, and then come back and like sleep the rest of the afternoon away and then go out and party. So definitely take advantage of that. Just please be careful of who you're hanging out with, and also please watch out for your friends, and yeah, just have a good time freshman year, because honestly you just get more and more shit thrown your way. Take advantage of the freedom you have freshman year.